Okay, see this sum. This is 2023 people. 2023, last year only. It's a sum or categorized under selection and distribution or team formation, but it can also be categorized under ranking and ordering. It can also be categorized under Venn diagram. Okay, so multidisciplinary sum. Okay, now we have done this type of sum earlier. If you remember, when we have say things distributed in various categories.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yes, Nilachi, good evening. আজ কি রান্না করছেন রাত্রি?
ये डालिया कॉलेज
বাহ,
আজ অ্যাকচুয়ালি ফিরতে লেট হয়েছে তো ওটা তাড়াতাড়ি হয়ে যায়।
তুমি দারুণ অনেক কিছু রান্না করতে পারো কিন্তু।
হ্যাঁ প্রায় সবই পারি।
দারুণ। Actually, Nilachi, I sent the wrong sum. Okay, that was on ranking and ordering, which we have already done earlier. Okay, I wanted to send this particular sum, but I selected the wrong file. So this particular sum is from CAT 2023. Okay, it is categorized under selection and distribution or team formation, but also can be categorized under ranking and ordering. So how will you understand? You see, the sums will be like this. There will be certain categories given. Each of the categories will again contain some subcategories. The subcategories will again contain some subcategories like this. Okay, so you see it is given an air conditioner company has 4 dealers. Okay, an air conditioner company has 4 dealers, D1, D2, D3 and D4 in a city. Okay, it is evaluating sales performance of these dealers. The company sells two variants of ACs, windows and split. Okay, both these variants can be either inverter type or non-inverter type, right? So what we get right in the first place, so we will do as we read the sum. So there are two kinds of ACs. Right, one is windows and the other is split. Both these variants can be either inverter or non-inverter type. So
Sir,
inverter
can you share?
or not shared?
No, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir, share.
I've shared the screen. Let me stop and reshare it. Can you see now? Shika?
Yes, sir. Sir, I want question.
Oh, you.
Question. Can you please share the question?
Okay, okay,
WhatsApp.
okay. I'm sending. Okay, okay. I'm sending the file. Yeah, I've sent the question. So according to this question, you see the company sells two variants of ACs, okay, Windows and split. So AC two types, Windows and split. Now both these variants can be either inverter type or non-inverter type. So that means Windows can be inverter, non-inverter, and split can be inverter and non-inverter. Okay. Understood? How many dealers are there? 4 dealers are there. Now it is given, it is known that the total number of ACs sold in a city, 25% of the window variant. So what can I take? Let me take total number of ACs as X, right? Total number of ACs as X. So what it is given? It is shown that the total number of ACs sold in the city, 25% was of Windows variant. So what is the total number of ACs? X. So what is Windows variant? Windows variant is how many? 25%. Okay. Split how many? 3x by 4 remaining. Have you understood till here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
কি আবার পূরণ করবে? Okay. Windows 3x by 4 split is 3x by 4. Okay. So before I forward, Ishika, Ritama, so you have a remedial class on Monday. Instead of Monday, only this Monday, can we have it on Tuesday? Because on Tuesday I will take a leave. Okay. So you can do online, offline, whatever you want. Monday, since it is Janmashtami, all my students are having holidays, so I want to do class in the morning for school students. Will that be okay?
Yes, sir. No problem.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So Windows variant is x by 4, split is 3x by 4. Now, among the inverter AC sold, okay, among the inverter AC sold, 20% were of Windows variant. Now, how many inverters? So remember, among the inverter AC sold. So this is the inverter. This is the inverter. Okay. So let the number of inverter ACs be Y, right? Both Windows and split. Window is inverter non-inverter, split is inverter non-inverter. So let the number of inverter ACs be Y. Okay. Among the inverter AC source, 20% of Windows variant. So that means window inverter is how much? 20%. So that is Y by 5. Alright. Windows inverter is Y by 5. So split inverter is how much? Y minus Y by 5, that is 4Y by 5. Till here, have you understood? I'm doing it step by step so that you understand. Go through the questions.
Sir, this inverter AC falls. Sir, this inverter AC falls under the total number of ACs only. No? So
No.
this Y is included
Yes,
among
yes,
X only.
yes, yes. So Y, yes, that's correct. So Y is the total number of Windows and split inverter ACs, out of which inverter AC is 20%, right? So from the total number of inverter AC, if I subtract Y by 5, I'll get split inverter ACs. Understood?
No, sir, I meant to say that this total number of ACs are X. So this number of inverter AC you are taking as Y.
Yes, because total number
So
of ACs
this,
means what? This is X. Okay. Total number of inverter ACs are Y. That means this one plus this one. Total number of
okay.
ACs. ACs are two types, Windows and split. Windows are of two types, inverter,
Hmm.
non-inverter,
Okay.
splits are two types, inverter, non-inverter. So total number of ACs I have taken as 3x X. So Windows variant is for X by 4. Split is how many? 3x by 4. Right? Number of inverter AC Y. That means this one plus this one is Y. Windows inverter is how many? Okay, Windows inverter is Y by 5. split inverted is 4y by 5. Okay, this is what we have. All right, now let us move on to the next one. The following information is available. Every dealer sold at least 2 Windows ACs. D1 sold 13 inverter ACs. Now if you see the information, I have already seen the information, so you can see it now. Here you see there are various subdivisions. In the there are various divisions. In the divisions there are various subdivisions, and then there are assignments. So when we have a question like this, what we have to do, we have to make tables. Do you remember that sum where we there was a sum like computer science student, non-computer science student? The computer science students can take AI and ML. The non-computer science student can take either of them. You remember?
Yes.
Yes.
Ranking and ordering. So this sum is based on that category only. So what we will do, first of all, we will make a table. Okay. So this heading is Windows, and this portion is split. Okay. Windows are how many types? 2 types. Inverter, non-inverter. Split is again 2 types. Inverter, non-inverter, right? How many this dealers are there? From D1 to D4. D1, D2, D3, D3, D4. Okay, D1, D2, D3, D4. This is what we have. Now we will start assigning values. Whatever values we know, we will do. Whatever we don't know, we don't know. Okay. Every dealer sold at least 2 Windows AC. Fine. So here in this Windows part, every dealer sold at least 2. That means minimum 2. It can be more than 2, but minimum 2. That is fine. D1 sold. Now see specific values coming up. D1 sold 13 inverter ACs. Where is D1? D1 is this. 13 inverter ACs. Okay, that means including Windows as well as split. Together D1 has sold 13 inverter ACs. Alright. So if I take this one as A, this is going to be what? 13 minus A. Yes or no? Did you understand this one? If I take the Windows inverter AC as A, okay, the split inverter is 13 minus A, because total number of inverter AC sold by D1 is 13. Achha, D3 sold 5 non-inverter ACs. Okay, did you understand this line, this part? Why A and 13 minus A? Please tell
Yes.
me. With Shutama?
So can you repeat once more?
Yes, I will repeat once more.
Okay.
Okay, so D1 sold 13 inverter ACs. So, charge दरकार पड़ेगा लगता হ্যাঁ রে ভাই হ্যাঁ দিচ্ছি খিদে পেলে আর দাঁড়াতে পারে না ঠিক আছে D1 sold 13 inverter ACs বলছে D1 যে আছে ডিলারটা ও 13টা ইনভার্টার এসি সেল করেছে ঠিক আছে, 13টা ইনভার্টার এসি সেল করেছে। সো দ্যাট মিনস ইফ দিস ইজ এ, দিস ওয়ান বিকামস 13 মাইনাস এ, কারণ ইনভার্টার এসি মানে উইন্ডোজ আর স্প্লিট দুটোকে মিলিয়ে 13, তাহলে একটা যদি এ হয় আর একটা কি হবে 13
স্যার
মাইনাস
আওয়াজটা কেমন আসতে হয়ে গেল।
100 টাকার কিনেছি না হেডফোন, তারা তারা সেট করছি। এটা শুনতে পাচ্ছ?
হ্যাঁ
হ্যালো,
স্যার।
ওকে। সো দ্য টোটাল নাম্বার অফ উইন্ডোজ, সো দ্য টোটাল নাম্বার অফ
স্যার আবার শুনতে পাচ্ছি।
আওয়াজ শোনা যাচ্ছে না স্যার।
হ্যালো,
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
হ্যালো, শুনতে পাচ্ছ?
না।
হ্যালো, শুনতে পাচ্ছ?
হ্যাঁ স্যার বুঝতে পারছি, বাট একটু আসতে।
ঠিক আছে, দাঁড়াও তো, ভলিউমটা হ্যালো। হ্যালো, শুনতে পাচ্ছ?
হ্যাঁ স্যার শুনতে পাচ্ছি।
Okay. So you see it is given that D1 sold 13 inverter ACs. Okay. So 13 inverter ACs, so that means the total number of ACs over here and here is 13, right? So if
Yes
I
sir.
take the number of inverter ACs as A, what will be the number of, if I take the number of Windows inverter ACs as A, what is the number of split inverter ACs? 13 minus A, right?
Yes.
Now D3 sold 5 non-inverter ACs. D3 কোথায় আছে? D3 এখানে 5 non-inverter ACs. So here if I take B, this will be 5 minus B, right?
Yes sir.
D3 sold 5 non-inverter AC. If this is B, this is 5 minus B. A total of 6 non-inverter ACs and 36 split inverter ACs were sold in the city. Total of 6 non-inverter ACs. So non-inverter ACs 6 were sold. Okay, fine. We will not take this information now because there are too many unknowns. Because you see non-inverter ACs, here it is telling about a total of 6 non-inverter ACs. So here you see in this column we have non-inverter ACs and 6, but we don't know this other gaps. What will be this? So we cannot write down, we cannot consider this information now. We'll keep it aside. The number of split ACs sold by D1 was twice the number of Windows ACs sold by it. So D1, okay, sold whatever number of split ACs D1 sold, twice the number of ACs were Windows AC sold by him. So this is D1. Okay. So let us see other information, if concrete information we get. Number of split ACs sold by D1. Sold by D1 was twice the number of Windows AC sold by. Okay. Okay. So we can take this one as a variable called G. Okay. The number of split AC sold by D1 was twice the number of Windows AC sold by it. So this is D1, and let me take this variable as G, non-inverter, split non-inverter as G. Now I need to open a paint window. See, this sum might be little confusing. Okay, that is why I mean, maybe in this class we will discuss this sum only. Okay, because it is important to understand. So I took this one as G, this split non-inverter as G. Now what is the information telling? Option number 4, the number of split ACs sold by D1. So how many split ACs are sold by D1? 13 minus A plus G, right? 13 minus A plus G. The number of split ACs sold by D1 was twice. That means twice, right? Was twice the number of Windows AC sold by it. So Windows AC are how many? Say A plus, I don't know what is this portion. So let me make it as C, for example. So I can make this one as subject. So 13A plus G by 2 is equals to A plus C, or 13A plus G by 2 minus A is equals to C, or 13 minus A plus G minus 2A by 2. That is 13 minus 3A, 13 minus 3A plus G by 2. Alright, this is what we get in this bracket, 13 minus 3A plus G by 2. Do you understand this, all of you? How I got these values?
Yes, sir.
Niladri, Shika, Ritama?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Understood.
Okay, let's move on to the next information. D3 and D4 sold an equal number of Windows AC. D3 and D4. D3 and D4 sold an equal number of Windows AC. Okay. Nothing has been said about that other than that equal number of ACs. And this number was 1/3 of the number of similar ACs sold by D2. So we'll go to D2. Right? We'll go to D2. Now D2, what it is talking about? Win. Okay, Windows AC. Here they are talking about Windows AC. So first of all, let me go to Windows AC, this one. Now it is telling that D3 and D4 sold an equal number of Windows AC. Okay, and this number was 1/3 of the number of similar AC sold by D2. So how many Windows AC did D2 sell? Not given. Okay, so let me take it as C. It is not given, so let me take it as C. So that means D2 has sold how many Windows AC, right? Windows AC. So let me take this one as I and this one as C. So D3, 1/3 of the, so that is going to be C plus I divided by 3. Okay, so you see this information 5 how I processed. So D3 and D4 sold an equal number of Windows AC, and this number was 1/3 of the number of similar ACs sold by D2. So this is D2. Similar ACs means Windows AC. Now I don't know what will be this value, so I took as I. So I, and this was C. I plus C is the total number of Windows AC sold by D2, right? Now it is given that D3 and D4 sold an equal number of Windows AC, and this number was 1/3. So that means if you add C and I, you get C plus I. 1/3 is C plus I by 3. Now see for D3. D3 has sold B number of non-inverter ACs, right? Then what will be the number of inverter ACs? C plus I by 3 minus B. Did you understand this part? Did you understand this part? D2 sold I plus C number of Windows AC. How many will D3 sell? This one plus this one is equals to what? Number of AC sold by D2 by 3, I plus C by 3, because that is what is given over here. The D3 and D4 sold an equal number of Windows AC, and this number was 1/3 of the number of similar AC sold by D2. So this is D2. So what is the number of AC sold by D2? I plus C, right? 1/3 of it, C plus I by 3. This is the number of ACs. C plus 1 by 3 is the total number of Windows AC sold by D3 and D4 each. Now D3 has sold B number of Windows AC, non-inverter Windows AC. Then how many inverter Windows AC has he sold? C plus I by 3 minus B. Did you understand this part?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, for D4 it is still in darkness, but uh, the the total number of AC sold by D4 Windows AC by D4 is C plus I by 3 only. Okay, let's move on to the next one. D2 and D3 were the only ones who sold Windows non-inverter AC. Okay, D2 and D3 were the only ones who sold Windows non-inverter AC. Okay, so just writing down option. This information number 3 once again. That Windows ACs sold by D3. Okay, is equals to Windows ACs sold by D4 is equals to what? C plus I by 3. Okay, this is the observation that we have. Now what is information number 4? D2 and D3 were the only ones who sold Windows non-inverter ACs. So Windows non-inverter ACs. That means D2 and D3 were the only ones who sold. That means D1 and D4 sold how many? 0. Did you understand this? Okay, D2 and D3. Where is D2? D2 and D3. Yes.
স্যার তাহলে তো আমাদের এই উইন্ডোতে D1 এ যেটা এত বড় এটা লিখেছি 13 minus 3a plus g by 2 ওটা 0 basically.
What is 0 basically? Yes. So D2 and D3 were the only ones who sold Windows non-inverter ACs. So Windows non-inverter D2 and D3. So C and B is valid. D4 didn't sell in the Windows non-inverter AC, so it is 0. And D1, this whole thing is 0. So if I evaluate this, that is 13 minus 3a plus g divided by 2. This whole thing is 0. We are getting an equation like this. Maybe we will need it later. Okay, but this is at the end of the day, it is 0. Did you understand why it is 0?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now just see if D4 has sold 0 non-inverter ACs, and just in the above I said that Windows AC sold by D3 is equals to Windows AC sold by D4 is this, right? That means this one plus this one, sorry, this one plus this one is this, right? C plus I by 3. But this value is 0, so that means this is going to be C plus I by 3. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
That is what we are processing. Neeraj, you understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's move on to the next part. The number of these ACs sold by D2. The number of these ACs, which ACs? Windows non-inverter ACs. So Windows non-inverter ACs sold by D2, that is C. কি বলছে? C equals to the number of these ACs sold by D2, that is C, was twice, মানে equals to 2 times, was twice the number of these ACs, মানে Windows non-inverter only, the number of these ACs sold by D3. So how many did D3 sell? B. That means 2B. Did you understand this?
Yes, sir.
You got an information from here. That means B is basically C is basically 2B. C is basically 2B. Right. Fine. Now let us see, search for more information. D3 and D4 sold an equal number of split inverter AC. Very good. D3 and D4 split equal number of split inverter AC, but we don't know, we don't have any of these values. Okay, let us take this one as F. Let's see. We will later on take it. D3 and D4 sold an equal number of split inverter AC. So D3 and D4 equal number of split inverter, but we don't know what are these values going to be. This number was half the number of similar ACs sold by D2. So D2 split inverter. So split inverter D2. How many did D2 sell? I don't know. Take it as F. Take it as a variable A. We will find out the variable. Okay. So this was half the number of similar ACs sold by D2. So this is D2 and split inverter F. Now we can again go back to this first part of 7, and it says D3 and D4 sold an equal number of split inverter AC. This was half. So that means D3 sold total number of split inverter AC as F by 2 and F by 2. Right? D3 and
Yes,
D4
sir.
sold an equal number of split inverter AC. Equal number of split inverter AC. Fine. This number was half the number of AC sold by D2. Half the number of similar ACs, split inverter ACs sold by D2. Yes, F by 2, F by 2 is what we have. Now we have reached to the end of the information. Let us again go back and see something else if we can get. Every dealer sold at least 2 ACs. Fine, we will come to this later. Let us fill the let's fill this box either with alphabets or with numbers. D1 sold 13 inverter ACs. 13, fine. 13 inverter, fine. We have it. And D3 sold 5 non-inverter ACs. So let's say D3 sold 5 non-inverter ACs. Okay, so we have a key over here. D3 sold 5 non-inverter ACs. So, total 5 non-inverter ACs. Fine. So that means I have taken the non-inverter AC as B, and here split non-inverter AC becomes 5 minus B. Okay, this is also done. A total of 6 Windows non-inverter ACs and 36 split non-inverter ACs were sold in the city. So কি বলছে? A total of 6 Windows non-inverter city. Fine. So this is Windows, this is non-inverter. What is the summation of all these things? 6. So how good? So that means we have, as per information, 3. as per information 3, what do we have? 2b plus b. 2b plus b is equals to how many? 6. So that means 3b is equals to 6. That means b is equals to 2. Did you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Or not understood? Niladri, did you understand this part? Why this 2b plus b is equals to 6 and b is equals to 2?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so we have a value. We have a value. We have a b is equals to 2. If we have b is equals to 2, then we have c as well. C is equals to 2b, so c is equals to 4. Yes or no? We have c is equals to 4. So we have two things now. Okay, if we have c is equals to 4, okay, fine. We will make the things later. So we have got information, and so a total of 6 Windows non-inverted ACs and 36 split inverted ACs were sold in the city. So 36 split inverted ACs. So split inverter total 36. This is 36. That is what it is telling. And total Windows non-inverter. So Windows non-inverter how many? 6. Okay. So if that is the case, then 13 minus a. Okay. You see what we have in this column. So this is the total. Let me write down over here total. So 13 minus a plus f by 2. F by 2 is f. Yeah, f. I don't need to write down any more f's. That is equals to 36. Right? That is equals to 36. So that is going to be minus a plus f is equals to, that's going to be f minus a is equals to 23. Right? We
স্যার
have an
আরেকটা অ্যাপ গেল কোথায়?
হ্যাঁ
আরেকটা অ্যাপ গেল কোথায়?
f by 2 f by 2 অ্যাড হয়ে, ও আচ্ছা আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, আমি আরেকটা f লিখতে ভুলে গেলাম, এইটা হবে 2 2f minus a, তাই তো? 2f minus a equals to 23. ঠিক আছে তো এবার?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
Or f is equals to what? 23 plus a divided by 2. So we have a value for f in terms of a. What is information? The number of split ACs sold by D1. The number of split ACs sold by D1. Split ACs sold by D1. So how many split it is? 13 minus a plus g. Okay, this we have already evaluated. The number of split ACs sold by D1 was twice the number of Windows ACs sold by this we have done. D3 and D4 sold an equal number of Windows AC. Did we do this? Sold an equal number of Windows AC. Yes, that also we did. Okay, sold an equal number of Windows AC. And this number was 1/3 of this. Okay, we did this. D2 and D3 were the only ones who sold Windows non-inverted ACs. That also we did. The number of this AC sold by D2. Okay, so the number of this AC sold by D2. So we evaluate this information? The number of these ACs, that means Windows non-inverter. Windows non-inverter. Okay, yes, was twice the number. Yes, so that we did. D3 and D4 sold an equal number of split inverter ACs. D3 and D4 equal number of split inverter. Split inverter F by 2 F by 2. Okay. This number was halved. Okay. So this is what we have. Now what we're going to do, we are going to rewrite this table, okay, with whatever values we have. first of all, let us rewrite this table with whatever values we have. See, this sum can be more quickly done using pen and paper. Since I am using this pen brush, it is taking so much time. So just for saving the time, let me pick up this whole thing. Paste it here. Okay. So let us put the values, whatever values you have got, we will put it. So let us put the values. Do we have a value for a? We don't have it. So we'll put it as it is. This we had 0, this we had 13 minus a. Okay, this we had g only. There was no value for g. Okay, I, there was I only, no value for I. Okay, and this was c. C was 4. So put the value for 4. F. Okay, and this is going to be c plus I by 3 minus b. So what is c? C is going to be 4 minus b. What is b? B is 2. Okay, if I simplify this, what I'm going to get? I minus 2 by 3. Okay, 4 plus I by 3 minus 2, that is going to be 4 plus I minus 6 by 3, so I minus 3 by 2. B, again what is B? B is 2, so putting 2 over here. Okay, this is going to be f by 2, f by 2. This 5 minus b, so what was b? B was again 2, so 5 minus 2 is going to be 3, right? What is going to be d4? C plus c. What was c? C was 4, so this is going to be 4 plus I by 3. Okay, and this is going to be 0. 0 0 is there. F by 2. F by 2 is there. Okay, and this is what we have. Yeah, fine, we have most of the values actually. Now let us find out the other ones. Now let us come to information number 1. Every dealer sold at least 2 Windows ACs. Every dealer sold at least 2 Windows ACs. So that means what? For D1, it is going to be A plus 0 is greater than equals to 2. Yes or no? See, observe it. Windows AC, how many are there? Inverter A, non-inverter is 0. So D1 is going to say how many Windows AC? A plus 0, and there is going to be greater than equals to 2. Is that okay? As per information number 1?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now for D2, I plus 4 is going to be what? Greater than equals to 2.
Yes.
Plus 4. Okay. I plus 4 is going to be greater than equals to 2. That is fine. Windows at least 2 Windows AC, at least 2. Okay. At least 2. ঠিক আছে. Now D3, I minus 2 by 3, right? Plus 2 is greater than equals to 2. At least বলেছো এই জন্য. Okay. So This is going to be I is greater than 2. So what is the minimum value of I? 2. Yes or no? What is the minimum value of I? 2. Right? I minus 2 plus 6 is greater than or equals to 6. So I is greater than or equals to 2. That means I is 2 or more than 2. So what is the minimum value of I? 2. Right? Okay. Now again 4I plus 3 plus 0 is greater than or equals to 2. So from here also we are going to get I 3 to the 6 2, or I minimum is going to be 2. Right? So the minimum value of I is going to be 2. Therefore, is there any dependent value on that? Okay. So we need A. So we got I minimum as 2.
So if we take I minimum as 2, then D3 inverter, like window inverter AC is coming to be 0 by 3. That's not possible, I guess.
No, that will be possible. Why not? That is the right thing. 0 only. Because that is satisfying the condition, no? That each one of them has sold at least two ACs. At least two Windows ACs. So this particular value becomes 0. This particular value becomes,
Okay, so minimum 2.
yes, 4 plus I 6. This particular value becomes 2. This one becomes 2. Okay, so we got so many values. A and G, all these things are left. Okay. Okay, now if I go back to this initial informations, okay, total number of ACs is X, Windows variant is X by 4, right? Windows is X by 4. Here. Trying to find out some connections. Okay, so if you see this, Windows inverter is Y by 5, split inverter is 4Y by 5, right? What is the number of split inverter AC is 36, right? So 4Y by 5, if you see this, split inverter was 4Y by 5 according to our first information. And what is the number of ACs given split inverter? 36. So that means what? 4Y by 9, 5 is equal to 36, or Y is equal to what? 36 into 5 divided by 4. So that is going to be 45, right? if y is 45, then what is going to be Windows inverter? Windows inverter is going to be y by 5, that is 9. So Windows inverter, this is 9. If this is 9, then a plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 is equals to 9, or a is equals to 5. Did you understand this? Tell me if you have understood. See how the informations are all scattered. You get my point? Tell me, have you understood this finding out the value of A or not? Shitoma, Ritoma, Ishika, Iladri?
4y by 5 টা একবার বল।
হ্যাঁ কি বলছো?
4y by 5 is equals 4y by 5 is equals 36 টা একটু বলবে না?
এই যে দেখো প্রথম যে ইনফরমেশনটা দেওয়া ছিল একদম প্রথম প্যারাগ্রাফে, ঠিক আছে, কি দেওয়া ছিল? It is known that total number of ACs sold in the city 25% were Windows variant, the rest of them were split variant. So see, total number of ACs were taken as X, Windows variant was 25% of X, that is X by 4, split variant was 3X by 4, right? Now let the number of inverter ACs be Y. Windows inverter কত বলেছিল? Among the inverter ACs sold 20% were Windows variant. So let the total number of inverter ACs be Y. Windows inverter কত হচ্ছে? 20% of Y, that is Y by 5. তাহলে split inverter কত হলো? Y minus Y by 5, that is 4Y by 5, হলো তো? এটা বুঝতে পেরেছিল তো? হ্যাঁ, এবার দেখো additional information এ কি বলেছিল? Now look at information number 3. 36 split inverter ACs were sold in the city. Okay, 36 split inverter ACs were sold in the city. So this is 36. This is the total number of split inverter ACs that were sold. So of course this will be equals to 4y by 5. Okay, you will have to search for information. So from here you get y is 45. When you get y as 45, you get y by 5. What is y by 5? 45 by 5, that is 9. What is this y by 5? This y by 5 is the number of Windows inverter AC. Okay, so that is Windows inverter AC, which is 9. Now come to Windows inverter AC. A plus I. Now see, in Windows inverter AC, what was unknown? A was unknown. Rest everything was known. So A plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 is equals to 9. So from here, there we get A is equals to 5. Did you understand?
Yes.
Ritama, Shutama?
Yes, sir.
Now, if A is 5, I can get 13 minus A, which is 8. Right? 13 minus A, 8. If I can get A, then if I come back over here, I can get F. F is 23 plus A divided by 2. What is A? 5. So that is going to be 28 by 2. That is going to be 14. So that means I have 40 F. I have F by 2. I have F by 2. What is left? G is left. Do we have anything on G? Yes, we have a G. So 13 minus 13 equals to 3A minus G, or G is equals to 3A minus 13. That is equals to what is A? A is 5. That is 15 minus 13. That is going to be 2. So this is going to be 2. Did you understand?
Can you please explain this?
Which part? This one?
But
Which
this part only.
F part. F part. Okay, so we
Yes.
have got A. So what is F? F from this. This is what we framed earlier. F is 23 plus A by 2. So just putting the value of A. That is 23 plus 5 by 2. 28 by 2. That is 14. Right? 14. Now, I need to find out G. So come to this G. Here is the equation for G. 13 is equal to 3A minus G. Put the value of A over here. Okay, and you will get G. That is 2. So we have,
to take the earlier one only.
Yes, we still need this and this. Do we have any information for this? Okay, split non-inverter AC. Fine. Split non-inverter AC. Split non-inverter AC. Do we have anything? uh, we have Windows inverter as this. Let's see if we can fetch more information. Windows inverter, split inverter. Windows inverter, split inverter. Okay. We have all. We need these places, right? Let's see if we have figured more information. Some more information. Okay, Windows variant is X by 4. Do we have anything? Yes, yes, yes. We can get some more. We got some more information. Let's open another pen. See, this is the type. This is the essence of this type of sum. Information will be scattered everywhere. Okay, but you cannot get scattered everywhere. Okay. Normally, what does this type of sum teaches us? When any issue starts in any industry, okay, Niladri can relate. When any issue starts, there is a long mail chain that starts, right? That mail chain goes on forever and ever and ever. And after 3-4 months, that mail chain finally comes to you. Okay, so that started from the top manage from director level. Okay, so normally there is an issue. It starts from the very top, and then it comes down, comes down, comes down. So for 3-4 months, that mail chain goes on expanding, and then it finally comes to you. Now, in that entire mail chain, you keep on scrolling, 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 because that you don't have any information about that issue. Suddenly, a big mail chain came to you, and you were just written like this. Could you please look into this? Okay, this is what is written. Hi Niladri, could you please look into the below issue? That's it. Now Niladri needs to go scroll down to the first email which generated 3 months ago, and then he needs to read that issue. Then on top of that, someone spoke something nonsense, and then on top of that, someone rectified it, and then on top of that, someone that email went to some team, which team is not that team who is not at all associated with the issue. That team again said no, we are not the right team, and then they assigned it to some other team, and then that team read this, created some incident, went 2-3 around, and then they again reassigned the email to someone else. So Niladri is searching for information, searching for information. He finds that the 11th email has some information which is matching with the first email. So then he matches the two email, he gets some information, and then he again sees that the 32nd email has some. So this actually happens. Okay, this actually happens. Okay. And that is why this type of sum has been given, so that you can actually consolidate those type of email and can finally find out the issue, or find out the team who will take care of the incident in issue. Okay, that is the main reason of telling the whole story. So what I was going to do, I forgot. Okay, Windows variant is X by 4. So that means X by 4 is equals to what? So Windows variant is X by 4, right? So let me go to the last table, and I can see Windows variant total is what? 9 and 6. 9 plus 6, 15. Right? That is equals to 15. So what is X? X is 60. Done. So my total number of ACs I have finally got. If I have got the total number of ACs, I can easily find out this value. 36 plus 6 is 42. 42 plus 9 is 51. And subtract it from 6, that will give me 9. Right? This is what we get, 9. Now we have got so many things. We got 2, 3, 5, 9 we got. Now we just need two values. Once we get, we are done. Split ACs is 3x by 4. Fine. Split ACs. Split AC's total number is 3x by 4. But that we already know.
Sir, 60 minus 36 you did for
नहीं
this
36
9.
क्यों? ये सब मिला के ये टोटल 9 plus 6 plus 36. ठीक है 36 plus 6 is 42. 42 plus 9 is 51.
51. हाँ,
ओके
51
तो ये 9
minus 60.
हाँ हाँ अभी देखो ये अगर समझो कि k है तो ये क्या होगा 9 minus 3 plus 2 plus k मतलब 9 minus 3 plus 2 plus k जो कि होगा तुम्हारा 4 minus k राइट लेकिन ये k का वैल्यू तो निकालना पड़ेगा इसको तो ऐसे नहीं रख सकते let's see if we get one more information we're almost done just this k once we get will be done what was that information do we have any such information try to find out we need information regarding split 3x by 4 split variant is 3x by 4 so that means x is 60 split inverter is 4 by 5 split inverter for getting k and d4 we need to go and search for some information regarding d2 and d4 so if I go d2 and d3 were the only ones who sold non-inverter ACs d3 and d4 sold an equal number of split inverter ACs d3 and equal split inverter ACs okay got it this is going to be 3 this is going to be 3 see it is given d3 and d4 sold an equal number of split inverter ACs option I mean information number 7 okay info 7 what it is given d3 and d4 sold an equal number of split inverter ACs so d3 and d4 equal number of split inverter ACs so that means 7 plus 3 okay 7 plus 3 is what 7 plus 3 is the number of ACs sold by d3 that is equals to 7 plus d4 okay how many split inverters 7 plus and then over here 4 minus k 4 minus k right so if you solve this you get 1 okay if you solve this you get 1 so that means you get k as 1 right and you get this one as 3 so we got all information did you understand how this one came
Yes, sir.
Shutama
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
fine now the later part is very easy we can easily do it our table is obtained you know I actually solved this sum in my copy and when I did it in a completely different method and when I did it now I did it in a completely different method and this method is 10 times shorter than what I did in my copy okay so this particular solution I just did now I just improvised it it is completely different from what I have in my copy I was trying to follow but it was becoming more complicated for me so that is the thing so how many split inverter ACs did D2 sell tell me D2 split inverter so split inverter 14 is the answer just from the table let me pull the table over here let me pull the table over here and now you can do it you see how many how many split inverter ACs did D2 sell 14 right what percentage of ACs sold were of non-inverter type do you do this sum you can do it yourself what percentage of ACs were of non-inverter type So non-inverter is 6 plus 9 is 15 divided by total number of ACs by 60. This is what we got, 60 into 100%. So that is going to be 25%. Right? Let's go to number 3. What was the total number of ACs sold by D2 and D4? D2, D4. Total number of ACs. So what is that? 4 plus 2, 6. 6 plus 14, 20, 21 plus D4. D4 is 2 plus 7, 9, 12. So that is going to be 33. Okay. Now let's see number 4. Which, okay, please tell me till here, did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank God you understood this. This was a really very complicated one. I mean, I thought, yeah, explaining this will be really difficult. Okay, which of the following statements is necessarily false? D1 and D3 sold an equal number of split ACs. Is that true? True. Let's go to split and let's go to how many? D1 and D3. So D1 sold how many split ACs? 8 plus 2, 10. Right? D3 sold how many? 7 plus 3, 10. This is correct. So it cannot be false. D1 and D3 together sold more ACs as compared to D2 and D4 together. So let's say D1 and D3 together, how many ACs did they sell? 5 plus 8, 13. 13 plus 2 is 15. 15. Okay. D3. So this is going to be 0 plus 2. 2 plus 7, 9 is 12. Okay. So D1 and D3 total becoming 27. What about D2 and D4? D2, this is 4 plus 2, 6. So 21. And D4 is going to be 2 plus 7, 9, 12. So D2 and D4 together becoming 33. And this one is becoming D1 and D2, 27. So sold more. So B is incorrect. Right? B is incorrect. Let me see whether the answer is correct. Okay. So B is incorrect. D2 sold the highest number of ACs. Is that true? D2 sold the highest number of ACs. 21. Yes, that can be true. Yes, it is true. You see, D2 really sold the highest number of ACs, 21. Rest all of them sold 15, 12 and 12. So this is also correct. D4 sold more split ACs as compared to D3. D4 more split ACs. D4 sold more split ACs. Split ACs. D4. So that is going to be 7 plus 3, 10. D4 sold 10 split ACs. And D3 7 plus 3, 10. No. So B is the answer. Okay. B is incorrect. Now, if D3 and D4 sold an equal number of ACs, if D3 and D4 sold an equal number of ACs, then what was the number of non-inverted ACs sold by D2? D3 and D4 sold an equal number of ACs. Okay, is that true? So 0 plus 2, 7 plus 2 is, yes, it is right. It is, you can see only. D3 and D4 sold equal number of ACs. Then, what was the number of non-inverted ACs sold by D2? Non-inverter AC sold by D2. So that is 4 plus 1, 5. 5. Did you understand? Did you understand? Hello, are you there? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay, okay. Nobody was telling anything, so. The GL pen. Okay, done. Uh, uh, are you copying this? If you have completed copying, let me know.
Okay, sir.